Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today is National POW MIA Recognition Day. Hi, my name is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area. That's just outside of Houston. I work with my angels and guides to assist my clients in many areas of their lives, to bring them special messages from loved ones who have passed, to dialogue with their angels for guidance into their own situation, or to assist them with their own psychic abilities. If you like my content, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Today is September 17th. It's always the third Friday of September that honors our national POWs and MIA. People missing in actions and our prisoners of war. I know that I have spoken to so many people that have had family members that went missing in action, so they just didn't know where they were. They didn't know where their body was, if they were still alive or passed. They had no idea, and it's kind of like such a heartache for the family at home, but I also know that it's a heartache for the person on the other side as well. Either when they pass, they kind of feel that energy of their family like pulling on them. I have dealt with this many times. So many ghosts will come to me and tell me, my family needs to know what happened to me. My family needs to know where I was or what happened or what were the circumstances I passed in, so they can let this go, so they can find peace and healing in all of this. So I think that's one of those, for both sides, there's kind of like this unrest and this uneasiness. Prisoners of war, and a lot of times you never know if someone's missing in action or if they've turned out to be a prisoner of war. And prisoners of war usually go through a lot of torture and a lot of abuse from their people. It's one of those, it takes such a hard time to get over a lot of that, and I will tell you that many of them suffer the consequences for many years afterwards. I've met several of them that were prisoners of war during World War II or Korea, and I think it was really interesting of like how much PTSD just kind of took over their lives. A lot of them, even when they finally did come home, if they did, it's one of those, they weren't ever really able to kind of get back into real life or kind of constitute that, even if they had loved ones that were still looking for them, or one of them had a fiance that he had promised to marry when he got back, and she waited many years for him, and when he did come back, he was never the same, and so it's kind of like felt like she had wasted all those years just waiting for him to come home. And it's a sad part on both sides, and I guarantee you it's kind of a heartbreak for all of us, because this is a national day. It's kind of like our day to kind of like mourn their loss and recognize what they've done for our country. It's one of those, being missing in action, never knowing what happened to your loved one. That's really hard for the family members. POW is the same way. It's kind of like, are they being tortured? Are they being treated okay? It's really torture for both sides, the family and the veteran as well. So it's kind of really something that really never really finds peace or ease. And I do have several of them that are listed up, and I will link them to this video. They have their stories and wanted to tell me their stories so I could share them with you. I'm excited about that. And hopefully you'll get some peace of mind and be able to kind of hear your own story in their story. So let's pull a couple of angel cards and see if we can get any insight into POWs and missing in action. Soulmates. So many of them had soulmates still here waiting for them. So many of them had fallen in love or gotten married right before they took off to war, and they never really were able to come back to that. And even if they did, like I said, sometimes they were so broken inside with PTSD that they never really were able to come back from that or be able to feel healed from that state. I think that's just the really sad part for many of them. And I know many other soldiers suffer from PTSD as well. So I'm just saying, really talking about the POWs and the missing in action. Divine guidance. I know that many of them, when they signed up to go to war, they were doing it feeling like they were led to do it, like they were led to kind of go and make our country safe, kind of keep us protected. And it kind of was like, I'm doing this and now this happens to me. And it was, some of them suffered so much for so many years, really harsh fate. So really sad. Miracles. I think it's a miracle every time a body is found, a POW or a MIA person's body is found, and they're able to match the DNA and kind of be able to give that family that peace of mind, is a miracle, because at least they know where they are. At least they know what happened. At least they know that they're home and safe with them now. So let's pull one more card. This one's kind of jumping out at us. Friendship. So many of them, their fellow soldiers never knew what happened to them. So many times their fellow soldiers almost didn't even want to ask sometimes, like, where's so and so, or what happened to this person, because it's almost like it happened so often that it was just hard to hear that over and over again. Well, he's been killed, or he's been hurt or injured, or we don't know where he is. He's missing in action somewhere. We have no idea. So I know even a lot of their soldiers kind of just stopped talking about them when they left, because they were so almost afraid. It's kind of like taboo to even talk about them. And then they come back with that guilt, coming back of going, I don't know where my friend went. He went on a mission and never came back, or he went on a flight somewhere and just never came back. And so that was one of those really, really sad and harsh things about war. That's really, really hard for a lot of people to talk to. Like I said, I do have a couple of ghosts that are willing to kind of tell us a little bit about their story, so I'm excited about that. And I hope you tune in and hear some great stories from them. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.